Rick with Tools for Boards here today to talk to you about summer storage or preparing your skis for the summer months when they're not in use, skis or snowboard. And ideally what you'd like to do is saturate the base. So I've applied a base saturation material. In this case it's Brico Soft Base, which is a warm temperature paraffin. Its temperature range is -5 to 0 degrees Celsius. So I've applied that, I've saturated the base. And then I've proceeded to scrape the base and brush the base with a brass brush, a hard horsehair brush, and a soft nylon brush. So now what I'll do is I'm going to take a harder paraffin. This is medium base, Brico Maplu's medium base. It's designed for slightly colder temperatures between -5 and -10 degrees Celsius. And I'm going to apply a liberal coating of Med Base to the ski by dripping it on. Iron temperature is around 140 degrees Celsius. And I'll just make a couple quick passes dripping the wax on. When you're preparing the skis for storage, I always use a solid because it applies a thicker layer of wax. And that thick layer is going to protect the base over the summer months and prevent the bases from drying out. Okay, so I've applied the wax. Now I'm going to iron it in gently, drawing the iron down the length of the base. The reason for applying Med Base is that when your skis are taken out of storage, usually, let's say the beginning of November, the temperature range is a little bit colder than the warmer paraffin, the 0 to -5. So this wax will be temperature specific for the conditions at the beginning of the season, and you'll be set to go as soon as you scrape the Med Base off the ski. So I'll take it to the shovel here and I'll iron the wax into the base the same way I would if I'm preparing the ski for the conditions during the season. Okay, I'll make another quick pass here. And then that's all there is to it. I'm not going to scrape. It's not necessary to scrape because you need the layer on the base. And I'm not going to place the skis together and engage the binding, the ski brake of the binding, closing the skis up against each other, or applying ski straps. I'll just put them in a cool, dark room without sunlight, where there's no direct sunlight. The reason we don't put them together is that you don't want to change the camber of the ski, and if they're in a position where they're forced together, the camber will lessen over time. So you want to make sure that they're individually placed in a cool, dry place, and not so much of an issue with a snowboard. Just make sure that the snowboard's in a place outside of the sun. So there you have it. That's all there is to it for summer storage. For more information, go to toolsforboards.com.